What is happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into more Michigan craft beer coming from Wixom, Michigan. It is Drafting Table, and yes, I've been to this brewery once with my dad and my wife, and we really enjoyed it. It was like many years ago, many moons ago, before they got as big and as awesome as they are today. But it is an honor to be able to drink some of their beer in Northern Michigan because it is distributed through M4 Distribution. Shout out to Jason Hopward in the north. Okay, I think you can get this for like $16 a 4-pack, which, guys, stellar Michigan craft beer. That's kind of what it is. It's hard to get. We can get it. Let's enjoy it while we've got it. Let's pay the money. It's okay, right? That's just the standard now. So Buzz Blanket is what we're working with today, which is cream stout with coffee. And for those of you that know me, I'm a freaking coffee junkie, man. I'm like Dan Campbell when it comes to double shots of espresso, quadruple shots. I can never have enough. I love coffee. I love roasted, dark, rich, bitter, whatever. But maybe that's not what we're working with today. Excuse me, that was a tongue twister. Buzz Blanket is a cream stout brewed with coffee from Higher Grounds in Traverse City. Oh, shout out to Traverse City. That's right. Kind of where I live. Close to it. Not Traverse City. Close to it. Okay. It's smooth, creamy, and sweet with a balanced coffee flavor. Well, we love coffee, okay? A cream stout, we don't see a lot of these anymore, or even when it comes to mine, all I think of is like Bell's Double Cream Stout, and that's roasty, bitter, crazy, ridiculous, and I feel like that one's good, but it's not maybe a typical cream stout. This one maybe will be different, don't know. 7% ABV, I like it. That's kind of the ballpark of where you see some of these 6 to 7%. And it is cold, guys, and we are packaged on 11/8. Wow, 11/8, and today's the 21st. I'm recording super fresh. Shout out to M4, shout out to Drafting Table. Let's get it in a glass. Again, a little bit colder maybe than one might like, especially me for coffee, but it is what it is. It's pretty darn cold still. So as we pour, there is a milky brown mixture in there, but as we collect in the glass, it is going to the dark end of the spectrum. It is darkness, but it is really creamy. Lighter end of creamy, if you will, but it looks very nice, and it looks like a little bit of coffee creamer in black coffee. That's what we're working with, and we have a nice little bit of creamy head retention on top. That is just a firm layer, really, of creaminess. A little bit of dark beige, dark brown, intertwined and interwoven into the liquid. You can see the legs kind of dancing and falling down a little bit. Looks good. Let's get a nose. Wow. I'm a coffee lover. It smells like coffee. Rich, dark, roasted coffee. And borderline espresso. It is espresso grounds. It's heaven. That's heaven in my nose. I'm still getting over a little cold, by the way. I'm a little nasally, but I can still smell. It smells like rich and roasty. And not that sweet off the nose. Probably as creamy as it is, I would anticipate maybe, we get some lactose, we get some milk in this equation. But boy, the nose is just straight screaming coffee and espresso and rich roasted French press coffee. I'm not mad because I freaking love it. It's really a coffee lover's dream. That's all I smell, guys. It's just a coffee bomb. If I did this blind, I mean, seriously, I'd be like, what's in front of me? A little bit of coffee, maybe a splash of milk in there, if anything, but probably not. It's so rich and bold, and you can kind of get that, rich bitterness from the espresso notes. Higher Grounds, we sell it at the store, so I know them all too well. So this is good coffee in here. Let's check it out, guys. Drafting Table, Buzz Blanket, great name, by the way. Cheers. Yeah, it's creamy. And it is delicious. Ooh, yes. Wow. That's got a bite. It's a coffee bite, and I like this. I'm here for this. I'm all about this life. It is really decadent, though, the way the creaminess intertwines into the coffee bitterness and the roasty richness. This is good. This feels like it's going to wake me up. I already feel it. So you can tell there's maybe just a little push of lactose through the middle. It's really soft and creamy and kind of like oaty and just really soft. And then you're hit with like that astringent, French press coffee, the espresso grounds. It's robust and strong and bombards your palate on the back end. A little bit of that bitterness comes in, but it's not overwhelming. Maybe for a person that does not like coffee the way I do, they might think that this is overwhelming, potentially. If you don't like coffee, you probably won't like this. But if you love coffee, if you get Starbucks all the time or any of your local coffee, this is good. This is really good. And again, that nice creamy decadence in the middle gives way to that nice darkness and that robust bitterness from the coffee on the back end. Really good stuff. There's a fair bit of sweetness. Like I will say, this is sweeter than Bell's Double Cream Stout. This is not as roasty and dark and bitey. This is a lot more sweet through the front and middle, and it does coincide really well with the bitterness on the coffee. But for me, I mean, I could give me more coffee. I don't care. This is a nice homage of flavors, nice balance between the sweet and rich coffee and the bitter coffee, right? So you have really the best of both worlds. It's just really drinkable. At 7%, hard to even notice that it's 7%. As this warms up, maybe that coffee even speaks to me more. Maybe it gets bitter, more bitter. Maybe it gets a little bit more rich. But where I stand with this is I really like this one, guys. It's fun, and it's a coffee lover's dream. Yes, the coffee will wake me up, I can tell, all day long. So, wow, Buzz Blanket, absolutely warm winter night. I don't even care. Warm, cold, winter morning, don't care. This will keep you warm. You know what I'm saying? Buzz Blanket, you're wearing it when you're drinking this. That'll get you buzzed up, and it'll do it the right way. You'll be amped up like me right now. And I'm kind of whispering, and my daughter's sleeping, but still reviewing for you guys. This is a good beer. 7% all day long. Love it. Coffee lover's dream. All about this life. And I'm going with a 4.19 out of 5 because I like this beer. And I love coffee. And I like Drafting Table. So shout out to them and M4 for getting this in my hand. Thank you so much for being here, guys. If you're going to drink a beer, if you're going to pour a beer, pour Michigan beer. Cheers.